Hey basic family, so tonight I was requested to do a Get Unready With Me / night routine. Don't mind my steps, we just put wooden floors in and we still have to get new trim, clean everything up, and put in the wood on the steps. So at the end of the night, I'll bring up what I was wearing. I was wearing a hoodie for the day. Munchkin follows me up every time I go into my room, and you'll see here he wants right back out, so I let him back out. So basically what I do is I turn on my overhead light. I absolutely despise this light, and you'll see I basically throw my clothes in the laundry or put it on a hanger. Right now I'm folding it because those aren't dirty, and I'm going to put them away later. Those are clean clothes in that basket. So I'll go in and immediately turn on my bed lighting because I'm going to change the lighting as I said. I bought that canopy when I redid my room last year for Harry Potter in the fall, and I do plan to do a room tour because, believe it or not, the room looks absolutely gorgeous with the lighting. It's unfortunate that the iPhone doesn't capture that. So once I go ahead and turn that on, the most important thing, believe it or not, is my sleep. Having hyperthyroidism and Graves' disease for months when I was going undiagnosed and nobody could figure out what was wrong for that year, I couldn't sleep, and I would often spend nights awake all night, and the only time I would get sleep is in the morning time, so I had to be cozy. The pills you just saw me put on the floor in my little basket are my levothyroxine. I take every single day. If I don't, I'll die because I don't have a thyroid. My Tylenol for my back, and right now I'm setting up my bed. So for me, I don't really sleep with a top sheet anymore. I have a Harry Potter soft blanket, and I often sleep in shorts and a cami or something close to being naked because I just like the feeling of being all cuddled up in blankets. And at the end of the video you will see my bed jet. So essentially it's like an air conditioner or heater under the blanket. They sent me one last year to do a review with, and I haven't done it yet. So this pillowcase is from Kitsch. I'll include the links down below of what I talk about, but it's a satin pillowcase because my hair is blonde and I like to keep everything like just as healthy as I can because my health is very fragile. So above the Harry Potter blanket that I sleep on, I sleep with a soft blanket. It's one of the ones you can get at Walmart for like $5-10. It's a small blanket because, as I said, the bed jet, it blows air throughout underneath the main blanket, and then I'm about to put the comforter back on. And then my favorite part is whenever I flip everything, my main pillow's sitting up against two Tempur-Pedic pillows. It's for my back. It helps. Two people bought me those pillows off of Throne, and usually I use my Helix as my Helix pillow as my main head pillow. And then I always have an extra one for when Victor would sleep in my room. During our separation, before we tried to save our marriage, we went into 2 different rooms. So that's why this is my room. So I'll make sure everything is the way that I want it. I'm talking like corner to corner, absolutely perfect, because after a long day, I like to kind of prep my coziness for after I get all unready, so I know I can come right out, crawl into bed, and snuggle up and go right to sleep with my ASMR. Every single night I used to make fun of Vic because he would fall asleep to the TV, or somebody would fall asleep with sound, and I'd be like, oh, I only use a fan, or I like my darkness and silence. However, it turns out that nowadays, because of being awake for like a full year, I need something to at least help me to fall asleep. So I'll listen to like a 20-minute Ecuador live video or Minx Laura video or Cuenca Limpia. It's literally the same 3 creators that I've always listened to, so you'll notice this part of the video is the longest. I just decided to do this so I can chat freely because soon things are going to get direct. After I make my bed and fold it over, I go ahead and put my charger, get that ready. I'll put my water next to my bed, which you won't see. And right here, I put my air conditioner on. I always keep it at 70. We have central air, but because some of the vents are old, it doesn't usually make it all the way up to my room, so we put an extra air conditioner. Here's my sleep spray, which I spray right before bed, so I'm getting everything ready. Again, after I get unready, I can cuddle up and go right to sleep. So I set that there. Every single night, same routine. And now I'm going over, putting the air filters. I have 2 of them. This one's bigger and filters out, I think, 3 different ones, whereas my other one, which I'm about to do right now, I'm setting up my couch, which is right behind my TV, my PS5, Nintendo Switch, AirPods, all of my electronics. I didn't really film that area because I'm not doing that tonight. You'll see that this isn't bath night or game night or movie night or anything of the sort. So I just got that pillow at Spirit Halloween. They just opened where I live. But after turning on the first filter, I'm going to walk over and turn on the second filter. And the reason that I have 2 of them is because my cat Munchkin, he has asthma. So he spends most of his time in my room, so I always have the filters the highest they can go. And because it's bedtime, I set it for 6 hours because that's as much sleep as I get in the night, and then I'll take a nap in the day. I like air blowing on me at all times, so I turn on my fan. And now we are pretty much, for the most part, ready. I usually don't have a basket, but it was a laundry night, so everything is clean. So I open my closet. There's my little bloopy on top of my Harry Potter stuff. This entire room is Harry Potter themed. So I wasn't going to show this, but I have a walk-in closet, and when Victor and I separated rooms, I moved my vanity and everything in this room. This is an entire room on its own. I could totally do a room tour of all the crazy things in here. I just got that Barbie roller skate bag that AMC released. Only 1,000 were made, and one person got too many, so he sold it really cheap. I love that. It says, once I defeat the chemical imbalances in my brain, it's over for you hoes. There's my portraits from all of our family members, my bras. That little hangy thing was from my sister-in-law. All of my bags. I have all my Louis Vuittons on the top, which I didn't film. All of my clothes are on this side, and storage and things of that nature. My mini fridge, which probably shouldn't be against clothes, so I don't light the whole damn house on fire. And you know what's funny is I have a fire extinguisher like right below the floor there. Like you can, yeah, right there if you can see it. So after kind of moving things in there, I'll go put my clothes out for the next day, my perfume, my deodorant. So when I get dressed, Munchkin wanted to come back in, so he's chilling. Yes, I do have 2 massive cereal boxes we just recently acquired because my husband used to work at the local grocery store and he knows the owner. So this is the main part of the Get Unready With Me. It's a little bit different than most people's. My routine isn't glamorous. It isn't exciting. It's actually kind of poor. What's interesting is you'll see me use $100 products on my face, and then I go ahead and start using dollar store products. So it's kind of ass backwards here. So the first thing I'll do is put my hair up in a bun. Right now I'm clipping it back. I'm dancing to trance that is playing in my room, so don't mind me. It's kind of cringe, but hopefully my voice, which is a little bit cringy too if you ask me, will lessen that uncomfortable feeling. So I go ahead and I'm trying to be as gentle as I can on my face. I'm using this extremely over oily wipe. Someday I'll have to do a makeup routine because I do use 2 primers. It's again, it's not as glamorous. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a professional in products, but I use what works for me, and I'm not going to plague you too long with me without glasses. But yeah, I go ahead, and one of my biggest pet peeves is when it's not hair day to wash my hair, and I have to make absolutely sure to pay attention to the hairline, because if I leave any bronzer or contour in my hairline, I get uncomfortable when there's makeup left on my face before bed. And again, the cozy factor, most important time of the night for me. And after everything, okay, I know, relax, Sarah. Continue dancing and humiliating yourself. So this is what I was talking about. This is So Skin Health by So Medical. When I had the fat transfer from my face, they said everything was going to change with my skin texture. So that's where the contradiction is. That cleanser is about $80 a bottle, and I'm about to use a $400 laser on my face because I have a Botox allergy from my Graves' disease. And that's why, again, ass backwards, using the very cheap wipes with all the chemicals and oil in it that is going to, yeah. So I over exfoliated my skin. This is the exfoliant I usually would use. It's called Happy Skin. It's an enzyme cleanser by Lush. I would be using that at night at the end of the evening because of the tretinoin you're going to see me use soon. However, since I accidentally over exfoliated recently, I was just showing you that product. So wait for the water to get warm. Don't worry, the water's turned off while I put this on. And make sure to massage the cleanser all over my face and above my forehead because, again, I get nervous, like, things getting in my hairline. It's a little pet peeve. And I have a lot of space on my forehead to afford the extra attention. So I'm kidding. I'm just hard on myself. I don't hate myself as much anymore. How's that? So going ahead and wiping off with my Foreo towel. Back before COVID hit, I hit the biggest brand deal I had ever hit on our channel from my manager, and it was by Foreo, and of course, COVID happened and they dropped it, so I got a bunch of products to keep, but not the money I needed. So here I am after cleanser, and okay, relax. I need to get my eyebrows re-microbladed. A long time ago, I got so much criticism with how I used to do my eyebrows, so I listened, and getting microbladed was the best thing I'd ever done. So from here, you're going to see that the routine I'm doing is a little bit backwards. I usually would be putting the tretinoin on first, doing the laser treatment, and then following it up with the moisturizer, but for some reason I wasn't thinking. I used to hate this product that I'm showing you now, the Health Rescue or whatever it is, but ever since my skin texture has changed from my disease and my fat transfer and all the things that I used to have, which I no longer have, it is a lifesaver. I'm pointing at my eye because I can't see if you can tell, but one of my eyes appears bigger than the other, which I would usually be using a product called UpNIQ I'm going to be showing you soon. And it raises the eyelids and make them appear brighter. I only use it on my left eye because it helps give the appearance that my eyes are even when unfortunately they no longer are. And if it was the morning time, I would be doing the same routine without the laser, without tretinoin, and an eye brightening cream. So I used to use Glam Glow eye brightening cream, but I'm going to show you the UpNIQ now. Unfortunately, it's $200 a month for a supply, and insurance does not cover it because technically I can still see with my thyroid eye disease, so insurance is like, no, we're not paying for that for you. So I have to shell out $200, and that's what my eyes look like when they're relaxed, and after, they get real big. So only use it in one eye, so I'm able to push it for 2 months at a time instead of one. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful I can afford that because these are things that are important. So I'm not showing you my dental routine to your face. I would take my retainer out on my lower teeth, use the soft brush to clean it. I use something called Valplast right there, scoop a little bit into the little holder container, and then leave it rest overnight. I use my 3 toothpastes, don't worry, approved by my dentist because of my dental issues in the past. and one of those in the middle is prescription, and it helps keep my teeth as strong as they can be for what my Graves has done with my endocrine system and everything else messing it up. So again, everything is calculated, nothing glamorous. And then after all of that, I would floss, use my floss threaders, and then sometimes I'll use that little soft red brush if my gums are bothering me. So again, my routine is all messed up. I would do my tretinoin first, then do the laser. So I'm turning that on and letting it heat up. And while it heats up is when I would do my dental routine. After that, I would do the laser. But right now, since I messed up, I'm putting the tretinoin on second, which is completely backwards. So the real, again, routine, tretinoin laser moisturizer. Today I accidentally did it. Moisturizer, tretinoin, and laser. So because of the over-exfoliant, I would usually be putting it all over my face. And for anybody who uses tretinoin, some use it for acne, others use it for anti-aging. The recorded instructions say to use a pea-size amount, but I promise you, if you use this product, there is no pea-size amount. The consistency of this product is ridiculously thick, so it's almost impossible to use like such a small amount that's required. My insurance does cover this. It never used to. I used to be paying $99 out of pocket a month, so with the Upni-Q and the tretinoin, that was over $300. The laser, which I'm pointing 2 or 3 because you have to wait that long for it to heat up, is the Nira laser, and that was a $400 product. When I was initially diagnosed with Graves' disease in 2022, and my Botox allergy, I couldn't keep shelling out money to see if it would work, so I just bought that on Afterpay and paid it off over time. So the things you're thinking I'm like buying so expensively are often paid off like a credit card. This is really easy to use. I have it on number 3. Number 5 would be the highest. What it does is apparently it reduces fine lines, or it heats up. It like stings every time I use it, but I'm working my way up. I've had this product for a year, and I'm going to show you in a moment what it sounds like when you do it the wrong way. So it'll tell you if you've actually reached it. So this is what it sounds like normal, and then bad. And I'll do that by lifting the lines on my forehead. That right there is the biggest line on my forehead. It's my forehead is my most like the feature I'm unhappy with since losing my Botox ability to hold it and reduce fine lines. I think it ages me a lot. My mother, my dad, everybody in my family has fine lines, very fine lines on their forehead, very deep crevices and things like that, and I'm doing my best at 32 to avoid that. That is why I invest so much in my, I guess, beauty products, which aren't a lot, believe it or not. I use this Listerine after I'm done with all of my products because you're not supposed to immediately mouthwash after brushing, and you're not supposed to rinse with water either because it takes away all of the coating of the different toothpastes or whatever you use on your teeth, charcoal, oil pulling, things of that nature. So right now, after everything, I take my bunner clips out and use my little Gryffindor wet brush. The wet brush is the easiest for my hair because I have very fine hair, but I have a lot of it. So I'm letting my hair grow in right now. I'm about to get it done. My salon artist, or what is her name? Oh my god, I cannot think. Oh no. I was actually thinking of a stylist and my brain like went flat. So brush my hair out, make it all soft, and that's it for the bathroom routine. Then I usually get into my pajamas, which I've gained a significant amount of weight. I've gained 20 pounds since my surgery. And after all of that, I go ahead and turn out my light and turn on my little Hogwarts nightlight. I'll do a bath routine sometime and show you my bath curtain and things like that. So after I go out, my bed's all made, everything's ready to get cozy in bed. I turn off the nice lighting, and I wish my iPhone would pick up the lighting in my room because it doesn't look as pretty as it does in person. I use my sleep spray from Bath and Body. It's in this scent of lavender. I only do 2 spritzes. I think it was messing up when I initially filmed this. I don't actually douse my bed in chemicals, so bear with me. Then I'll go ahead and get in bed. I'll pull out the lights, put my phone on the charger. I want to make an honorable mention for those of you who follow my main channel and all of my social medias. You know I looked for this mirror for a year. Somebody tried to scam me out of $1,500. It's the Pottery Barn Great Hall mirror, and if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have been able to snag it this year. I just got it before they sold out, and I do have an extra one if anybody wants to buy it off me, because Pottery Barn is known for canceling, so I bought both of them on Affirm, and I'm looking to sell the other one. After all that, I go ahead and turn on my bed jet. Again, I turn it up to 100%. I keep my temp under the blanket at 81 throughout the summer and the winter. I have a heat intolerance because of my graves, and that's about it. After I put the bed jet on, I turn on my ASMR, as I said earlier, and I get to sleep. And that is my Get Unready With Me family. Any questions? Comment down below.